to do something or how to make something, you gotta have steps, okay? So this one is How to Play Checkers by Jane Chen. So number one, set up the pieces on the board. Okay, so here you have this board. This is a typical like checkerboard. If you ever see it, it's usually like red and black, and the pieces are also red and black.
I played it.
Okay. So now number two, it says take turns moving and jumping each other's pieces. So you have the red on one side and the black pieces go on the other side. So one person's red, one person's black. And then you can only move one space at a time. But you can't just like go move, like if I'm starting back here, I can't just like go jump over here. You have to be, it has to be a square that's close to yours. So these directions on how to play are not very specific though to help you.
You can't move there.
No, and
Unless
once you,
you're a king.
right, if you're kings, you can do that. So there's lots of different rules for checkers, so these are just very basic rules on how to, okay? So you take turns moving and jumping each other's pieces. Then number three, the player with pieces left at the end wins. So the goal is you want to make sure you jump over your opponent's pieces so you get their pieces. So then they have nothing left on the board. Okay? So there's more to it, but this is just very basic 3 directions on how to do it. Okay? So we're going to do a little paper today, and we're going to organize a how-to book. And what we're going to do is they have an example for us about like how to play baseball. Okay? So that might be a fun one since we're already talking about baseball in our story about taking me out to the outfield. All right? So our paper is going to have 3 boxes in it. Let me pull it up for you so you can see. So I'm going to get it started for you on how it says it's going to be how to, and we're going to say play baseball. We're going to write at the top. So I'm going to write that for you so then when I give you the paper, you can get started. Oh, here's our how to make popcorn. That was delicious. Oh, it's freezing. Come on, board. Let's go.
No more. I'm so hungry. I just want to eat the bowl now. Why?
What is going on? Okay, kindergarten, hold on. I'm sorry, maybe technical difficulties. Let me try it one more time. Download.
I'm burning my mouth off. It's burning my mouth.
I was shrinking it maybe too soon, so hold on. Let me find it and then I'll shrink it a little bit.
I'm so hungry. Dee, watch this.
Okay, so yesterday, remember what we did yesterday? Drawing a picture of your favorite game, like how to, and we talk about like how to, like make, you can do like a how to like play that game. Okay, but today we'll do how to do or make something. So we're gonna say how to, like I said, we're gonna do how to play baseball.
Is this one in my book?
Hold on. I'm trying to get this as close as I can to the top. So, how to, no, it's not in your my book. I'm going to give you guys a worksheet. Hold on. I'm going to put it up at the top here. Play. So you guys can get started writing this. Base.
But it would be happy if you were here.
I know. He's missing out on it today. But that's okay. I'll send this home with him and I'll tell him what we did. All right? Okay, so how to play baseball. He knows how to play. That's for sure. He can probably do this whole thing and tell us what to do, right? Wonderful. Okay, so get started, please. Your name should be on top and start writing play baseball. You need your energy. We're almost to lunch, okay? Okay. Guys, get going. You're talking a lot, but I don't see some of you with even pencils in your hand. Drink, where's your pencil? Let's go. Because I'm going to start moving on. If you guys get behind, I can't be waiting for everyone if you're not doing the right thing, okay? You have a job to do, and so do I. So let's get our work done. Because I've got to move on with my job now. I got to go start doing our steps here. Okay? You have to be writing this thing play baseball. How to play baseball. So that's the title of our how to book. Where's your name?
We should call it baseball.
That's not the sport. Nope. Okay, so number one, the very first thing you have to do before you can even play, what do we need? Okay, we need players. But what do we have to do with the players? Yeah, I did there. What do you have to do with the players, Finn?
Make them to our team.
Team, very good. That's one of our words. You gotta make 2 teams, right? So first thing we're gonna say is make 2 teams. All right, so make 2
Oh,
teams. Period. Make 2 teams. Lowercase, okay, that's all lowercase. Make 2 teams. Teams, so T-E, T-E. All right, so in that box, in the first box, what number do you think we're gonna put there? A number, who can tell me? Valentina, what are we gonna write? A number 1, very good, because that's our first step. So in our picture here, we're gonna write a number 1 first of all. And then I'm just gonna draw 2 different kids, okay? And they're each gonna wear a different colored jersey. Remember? From like the story they had, like one team was wearing red and one wore blue. So let's do that. So draw 2 different kids. I'm gonna draw their baseball caps on. And they have 2 different hats on.
I'm gonna draw like one hat with Cubs and one hat like
Trying to do them here.
White Sox. They're gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. I can't.
Okay, so I've got my 2 kids here, but I'm gonna put one with a red shirt. I'm gonna color it red. A red jersey. And then the other one is gonna have a blue jersey.
Just like. Are we going to color?
Yeah, you guys are gonna color too to show that there's 2 different teams. Yeah, just like in the apple. They dance the apple, right? I'm not getting fancy with the picture. I'm just drawing 2 kids. Okay, 2 kids. This could be actual, players. Who knows? But we're just drawing 2 different players. And one is wearing red, one is wearing blue. If you want to, even their hats could match, because a lot of times their jerseys, their hats might match their jerseys. So this one has red, this one is blue. So now we can see that there's two teams. Okay? So we make 2 teams. Okay?
I really wanted to do checkers.
I know, but that one's, we already had that one up there. That was just an example. Alright, so what would be the second thing? Once you have your 2 teams, then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well,
Practice with the team.
okay, so you might want to practice. Okay? So with practicing, you're gonna practice doing hitting the ball, right, batting. So you might go back, or you might be, catching the ball. Okay, you might be in the outfield. Okay? All right, so why don't we do this? So in my book, it gives us an example. It says you might be batting, or you play, says play in the field. So you might be out in the field somewhere, or you're batting, right? So depending on what team you are.
Or you might be behind the batter.
Okay, so we're gonna say it's now you're going to you're gonna bat. Okay, get your pencils out. We're writing the next step. Bat or play or play. Remember, don't write so big. Remember, keep things close together, but leave a finger space between each word. Bat or play in the okay. Then you're starting to write now, bud? Or in the field. because you're somewhere in the field. So either your team is going to bat, or your team is going to be out playing in the field. Bat or play the field. Get started. Bat. Can you please back in? Is it an emergency? We'll have to go to the bathroom and wash up for lunch. So can you hold it? Yeah? Okay. Go ahead. Alright, so now in this box we're gonna write number, what is it, everyone?
2.
2. Okay, so write a number 2. Alright. So when you just draw a picture of someone actually batting the ball, okay, they could be batting or draw somebody out in the field. Okay? Because it's kind of hard to draw a lot in just one of these boxes here, right? So you can draw one person, he's got his hat on. Okay, he's looking. Hold on, he's out here. And he's holding his bat. Right? He's ready to swing. Alright, he's got the bat. And then you've got somebody else out here on the other team. So I'm trying to draw the other team. And they're getting ready to catch the ball. Alright?
I'm gonna draw the blue team.
Almost looks like the pitcher, doesn't it? They've got the ball in their hand. Okay, so you've got somebody batting, you've got people out in the outfield. The Bears are, that's football.
Oh, I don't know my sport.
Yeah, apparently. That's okay, no worries. Well, let's see, look at, you're learning something today. You're learning about baseball. See, Alina, this is all for you.
The Cubs are baseball.
Yes. So Bears are football, but here today we're learning about baseball. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got that picture? So again, you can even add color to it, okay? The one team could be wearing blue, and the other team out in the outfield could be wearing red.
Or I don't want to do it. Mr. G, you did the same as me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys getting it? Oh, and you're number 2, right? Everyone remember number 2?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right, so now, the last thing that they kind of tell us is, okay, so once you're batting, once you're catching the ball, what is in order to score in baseball, you have to do what? What do you have to go to, Dean?
Run around the bases?
Yeah, you have to run the bases. And once you run all the bases and get to home plate, you score, right? So step number 3 is going to be run around the bases. Got it? Okay, so number 3 is run around run around the bases. Run around the bases. So that's going to be number 3. And listen, for the last picture, I'm going to make it very simple. We're not going to draw all the people, okay? But we will draw like the baseball diamond, okay, with the bases on it.
Diamond?
It looks like a diamond. So this is number 3.
How do you
And
know?
here, you're going to draw that. So here's home plate.
It could be a
There's
circle.
base 1, base 2, base 3. And then here's like where the pitcher mound is in the middle here. Okay? So you go to the right. I'm going to draw a little arrow here. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, I can't see.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
It won't go away now.
It's okay.
Oh, this board.
At least you don't
Okay, you can kind of see it. Run around the bases. So you draw the baseball diamond there. So it looks like a diamond, and then there's like 4 bases. So you have home plate.
I just draw the circle.
Okay, and you go over to the right. That's first, second, third. It's got to stand up a little bit. I'm sorry, it's in blue and it won't go away now. Unless I erase
What are
it.
you
Sorry.
spelling?
Okay, and the baseball diamonds are, like green, so if you want to draw green here. Otherwise, just leave it. Okay, very good, guys. Awesome. So now, in case you don't know how to play baseball, now you do.